Hello everyone, welcome back to Then and There. This is Marcia and I have something I wanted to share. I have some, I guess packets or like paper packs and ephemera packs and a fabric pack that I'm going to be listing in my Etsy shop. I just wanted to show what's going to be in each one. They are identical as far as the elements. Like with the ephemera packs, not every element is going to be the same because, you know, there's things like slides and note cards and pictures and things like that, so they won't be exactly, but you'll get the gist. So there will be 4 of each one, and I will just go through each one to show you what's in each one. I'm going to say each one 10 times. Okay, so I'm going to start with the fabric packs. Move those out of the way. Just put that over there. I hope the glare isn't blinding anyone. I was trying to prevent glare. So this will come tied with an organza ribbon, which is wide. It's about 3 inches wide. This, it's kind of a seafoam or a light teal color organza. It has a little packet of laces, or a little cluster of laces, I suppose. There are 2 feet of each lace, I believe. There's ivory, little ruffle. Oops, there's some string. Don't need that. Ivory colored ruffle here. There's an eyelet ruffle. A smaller white ruffle. Again, 2 feet of each. Except I think this one, I did 1 foot because I didn't have as much. This is a vintage blue ribbon, and it's lace, but it has a satin purple-ish colored ribbon on the back side of it. Now with this, what I have done is just pulled that satin ribbon off and used it just as the blue, or you can use them together. It's entirely up to you. I decided to put these kits together because I have been hitting thrift stores and estate sales, garage sales, and oftentimes, especially at estate sales and garage sales, I can find large quantities of things that I know I'll never in a lifetime be able to use all of what I've gotten. So I've decided to pass it on to you guys, share some of the goodness that I've been able to find, and also it keeps me from hoarding, you know, boxes and boxes of stuff that, like I said, I'll never get to use. This is a flat sort of flower lace. It's sheer, I don't know what to call it, but there's that one. I have a little garment pin pinning just these little squares here that were cut for like quilt making. So there's just 4 of those, and it is pinned to a little baggie here with some vintage buttons, beads. Not everything is vintage. The buttons are the beads. I'm not going to say for sure. There's a little spool charm there, a little clothespin. I hope the glare is not interfering too much. This is a fabric covered button. It was vintage. We will get that. And I've included 4 of these hexagon quilt squares that I've all quilt squares, whatever, you know what I mean. That I got a large quantity of these a while back. And I just gathered some very vintage looking patterns as well as some more plain. It's just a pale, like a baby blue. And this has the raised polka dots on it that you can feel. This is a corner of a hanky. I had a large hanky and each corner was decorated, and so I just cut it into 4ths. And each corner has this beautiful cut and embroidered pattern on it. A large piece of lace, or I guess it's a type of lace fabric with the pretty floral pattern on it. This one is a cotton fabric with a floral edge, and it's a decent size. It's not huge, but definitely enough that you could probably create a cover of a journal if you wanted to with these pieces. This is just a cotton muslin. It's kind of a ivory cream color. These are all vintage. This is great for stamping or collage or you know, layering with other things or even behind ephemera. These are some very vintage fabrics that I found at a thrift store. I love the pattern on these and the color scheme. You get a large piece of this. I don't remember the measurements. I don't even know that I measured it, but it's beautiful vintage floral pattern. And this one is a leaf pattern. And that is what is in the fabric pack. Set that to the side. This is a small ephemera pack. And it comes with a vintage stamp, 2 photo slides. One is from Knott's Berry Farm and one will be from the Needle in St. Louis, either of the Needle or a view from the Needle. This is a verse memory card. 2 of the Tom Thumb little plain cards, cute little patterns there. This is a vintage photograph from, it was a set of photographs of a college or several colleges, I don't remember where, but each one is a building from that college. A tally card, it's pretty floral on it. This is a label for like a book plate type label. 2 of these fruit playing cards, 2 coin, I can't talk all of a sudden, bridge tally scorecard. This is a vintage French postcard. As you can see, I do not have a date on these, but they are very old. It is an original postcard. A book page from a pocket thesaurus. A page from, and this is it folds out, page from the, you know, the green stamp or the saver stamp booklets, but these did not have any stamps on them. I love the images on them. They could be a lot of fun to work with in a journal or just to collage with. And then also a page that is filled with stamps. There is a book page from a book about chess. And then I have some images of old cars from books that I have that have these great pictures of old cars. I tried to fold this so that I wasn't folding on any of the pictures. So it's kind of a wonky fold, but that is intentional. These are, you know, same thing from a book, but I loved the pictures. You could do a lot with those. This is another one. And again, the pictures will of course all be different because they came from a book. And this is from a 1966 Saturday Evening Post, and I just put in old advertisements. I think they're really cool. This one's for an air conditioner, and on the back side it has a sweepstakes thing with, you know, interesting images on it. So that's going to be the small ephemera pack. And then I also, this is just a, I don't know what to call it. I'm going to call it a collage pack. It's also a junk journal / collage pack, because there's a lot of things that can be used for a junk journal and or collage as well. This is vintage from, I believe, the 60s. It was like a postcard you'd fold up and mail as is. It has this pretty I can't figure out which way it goes. An umbrella with flowers and a little butterfly and a place for a stamp. On there I did some avocado dyeing here recently. There's an envelope and an index card which could be altered. This is another vintage type card which you would just write in and then fold up and mail as is. It has the thing for the stamp. This one does have a date, 1981. This is just something I got in a kit recently. This isn't why I bought the kit though, but these are interesting little Polaroid type frames that you could put a picture behind. And then I have several napkins. I buy napkins by a pack, and I don't need that many napkins. I don't want to use that many napkins. But this one has birds and flowers. It has 2 different kinds of birds. It has lovely florals on it. This one's just a floral pattern. I thought it was very boho, so I picked it up, and I really liked that the color combination as well. This one is vintage. It came from an estate, and it has a pretty saying on it, and the flowers and butterflies. And this one only has the one image. Some book pages I put in here just for, like I said, for collage and junk journaling. A book page about birds. This one is a very old recipe. It was a cookbook, and so it has recipes on it. Hymnal page. A book page about shorthand. This was from a gardening book, and each one has 3 pictures of garden plants. I think it was rock gardens, so interesting little pictures. A book page also from the car books that have lovely pictures of old cars. And each one is different. Some very old sheet music. I believe this one was 1893. Some vintage wallpaper. This one isn't terribly old, actually. I don't remember the year, but I really love the edge of that. I guess I could turn it upright, huh? That one is really fun to play with in journals. Also, this is a vintage wallpaper, a section, of that. And this one as well is wallpaper. And these are both the vinyl wallpaper. They are gummed on the back, so they aren't great for writing on the back, but to collage with or make pockets or something like that is great. Now these are paper dolls. As you can see, they have the little cutouts where you could put different outfit on the doll itself. There are 2 dolls, one girl and one guy. These 2 happen to go together really well. Not all of them do as well. I wish they did. But, excuse me. These are actors from 1800s. And it tells who the actor is and what, these were from, what are they called? Operas. So these are just really interesting. I had a book of them, and so I just cut the book. They're plain on the back side because they are paper dolls. They're meant to be cut out. And I've had it for many years and have used some, but there are quite a few in there. So I'm going to share some of that with you guys. And that is this one. So wallpaper, book pages, things like that, napkins. Lots of fun stuff. So that's going to be the paper packs. I don't know why I'm messing with this now. But that will be the paper packs and the fabric packs, and those will be listed in my Etsy. So if you're interested, go check them out. It's not going to be something I do regularly, but when I do get large quantities of things, I'm going to try to put together kits when I can. This week my magic number was 4, so that's what I did, but I only did 3 kits of 4, so I screwed up a little bit. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.